Welcome to StarWatch Now, your front row seat to all the hottest gossip, drama, and breaking news from the world of entertainment. If it's trending, shocking, or star-studded, we're covering it. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Engines screamed, flags snapped, and cameras hunted for the next headline. Yet the day's most replayed moment was a single, courteous line that cut through the noise like clean air after rain. "Happy birthday, Brother Zhan." It lasted seconds, but it traveled further than any podium clip. Tonight on StarWatch Now, we unpack why one understated greeting from Wang Yibo at the Shanghai circuit resonated across continents, and what it tells us about star culture, fandom, and the surprising power of restraint. Speed, spectacle, and precision framed the day. Shanghai's circuit alive with the thrum of engines, the snap of flags, and the brisk choreography of crews moving as one. In a space built to amplify noise, the most resonant sound was silence shaped into a single line. Wang Yibo, navigating a schedule as tight as a chicane, paused long enough to send a message that neither asked for attention nor demanded interpretation. "Happy birthday, Brother Zhan." It was understated, almost fragile against the din, yet it carried because proportion matters. When life is moving at race pace, a quiet courtesy feels larger than itself. The greeting did not pivot on the theatrics of celebrity. It rested on the small dignity of remembering another person's day. That simplicity, spare, unperformed, became its proof of sincerity. What outran the headlines was not the wording but the conditions under which it appeared. Public intersections between these two figures are rare, so any contact acquires weight. Scarcity concentrates meaning. A birthday is universal, an uncomplicated call to goodwill recognized in every language on the timeline. Set that universality inside a context of focus and adrenaline, and the line lands with unusual clarity. Viewers sensed a moment unguarded by strategy. A colleague's nod, a friend's warmth, an artist's gesture of regard that respected boundaries while acknowledging history. It asked nothing of the audience beyond recognition. Perhaps that is why it traveled so quickly and so gently, threading through cultures and time zones with the steadiness of a hand on the wheel. In a world conditioned to reward volume, this was a reminder that the most reliable messenger of authenticity is still the smallest one. A sentence offered at the right time, in the right tone, to say simply, "I see you." What turned a brief birthday line into a headline that traveled was not volume but calibration. The right gesture at the right time in the right place. Audiences are exquisitely sensitive to proportion. In a setting calibrated for spectacle, a modest courtesy reads as rare. In a week thick with manufactured narratives, an unforced sentence feels like fresh air. Scarcity plays its part. Public intersections between these two figures are infrequent, so every observable contact accrues value, but scarcity alone is not enough. The message worked because it was legible without commentary. A birthday is universally understood. It asks for no decoding, carries no subtext that must be argued over. It is the purest form of recognition. I remember the date, I acknowledge the person, and I do so without encroaching on what is private. That clarity matters in an attention economy built on ambiguity and baited conflict. When a moment arrives that does not demand that you choose a side, you can simply feel it. The greeting also benefited from contrast. Against the mechanical precision of a racetrack and the relentless choreography of public life, a quiet human pause becomes visible. The setting borrows its power to heighten the softness. Timing, too, shaped reception. A birthday is time-sensitive, and audiences know the window is small. The urgency to witness and share is organic, not manufactured. There is a subtler dynamic at work as well. People are hungry for signals that fame has not erased ordinary manners. A single line that respects boundaries while acknowledging history reassures viewers that admiration need not slide into intrusion. As the message moved across languages and time zones, it asked nothing more than recognition, and so it met no resistance. It confirmed a simple truth. In a world saturated with performance, authenticity travels precisely because it is proportionate, comprehensible, and kind. Many audiences met the pair through the Untamed, adapted from Mo Dao Zhu Shi/Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation, an on-screen collaboration that left a durable cultural footprint. Nostalgia adds an undertone here, but this piece is not a trip down the rabbit hole. The significance lies in what is visible now. A courteous greeting honoring a milestone, not an invitation to speculate on private lives. The echo exists, yet the present moment stands on its own. From Seoul to Singapore, Los Angeles to London, comments emphasized warmth, restraint, and shared joy. The absence of aggressive posturing proved magnetic. Algorithms reward what people rewatch and share, and feel-good micro-moments tend to outperform louder, shorter-lived controversies. UpToText 24H observed 3 consistent reactions: a smile at the line itself, relief at the tone, and curiosity about how kindness can still trend in an age of outrage. Scarcity. When interactions are infrequent, each carries more meaning. Simplicity. The message was brief enough to be screen captured, subtitled, and shared across platforms. Universality. Birthdays cross cultures. The sentiment travels without losing nuance. Authenticity. Delivered amid a high-intensity environment, the greeting felt unforced, like a note passed between colleagues who understand time is precious. Boundaries. By staying on observable facts, the gesture respected privacy while acknowledging history. That balance is rare and welcomed. We are witnessing a quiet pivot in celebrity storytelling. Audiences do not solely chase spectacle. They chase humanity. A single sincere line can carry further than a week of noise, precisely because it is not engineered to split the room. In communications theory, this is the signal in the noise effect. The understated signal persists because it does not exhaust the audience's patience or empathy. Both are global names with distinctive professional identities. Wang Yibo balances entertainment, fashion, and motorsport. Xiao Zhan has expanded his craft across screen and stage with a measured public presence. The public knows they once co-led the Untamed. That shared history casts a long but respectful shadow. Our focus here is not on conjecture, but on verifiable public actions. A birthday greeting, offered in good faith, at a busy venue, in real time. Warmth. Viewers felt included rather than recruited to a side. Relief. A positive, non-toxic thread that was safe to share with friends and family. Nostalgia light. A gentle reminder of why the pairing mattered culturally, without relitigating the past. Belonging. The moment functioned as a meeting point for international fans who prefer civility over conflict. UpToText 24H prioritizes commentary that informs, not inflames. Best practice includes: stick to observable facts and time-stamped public actions. Credit original sources when citing platform posts. Avoid duplicating proprietary media. Use transformative analysis rather than reposting. Respect privacy and avoid insinuations about personal relationships. Maintain a global lens. Language that welcomes US, South Korean, Japanese, Thai, Singaporean, Filipino, Australian, French, Canadian, Indonesian, and broader European audiences. To channel this energy into something constructive, here are fresh, YouTube-safe ideas you can adopt or adapt. The kindness chain. Invite viewers to write a single birthday sentence they would send a friend today. Read a curated selection, with permission, in the next episode. The global greetings wall. A rolling graphic featuring happy birthday in multiple languages. Subtitled in English for unity. 30-second memories. Audience voice notes about small gestures that changed a day. Compile them into a micro-documentary on everyday kindness. Timeline of warmth. A minimalist infographic that maps respectful public touchpoints over time. No speculation, just the documented moments. Cause spotlight. If inspired, consider supporting arts education or youth mental well-being, aligning the birthday theme with tangible good. Notice how the greeting stood alone, uncluttered by claims or counterclaims. The pacing mattered. The line appeared, audiences absorbed it, and conversation assembled itself around the tone rather than the personalities. That is rare in a short-form era and instructive. When creators and fans alike leave room for viewers to breathe, engagement becomes participation rather than provocation. This report is written in clear British English for an international audience. We avoid slang that risks misinterpretation across regions and maintain a measured cadence suitable for subtitles in Korean, Japanese, Thai, French, Indonesian, and Tagalog, as well as English captions for accessibility. Our examples are abstracted to prevent unlicensed use of platform UIs or private data. Moments like this survive the cycle because they place value on steadiness. As careers evolve and projects change, audiences increasingly invest in consistency. The reliable colleague, the professional who remembers a date, the artist who delivers without fanfare. That is the real story here, a culture that still recognizes and rewards small, well-timed courtesies. You did not need to know every credit or timeline to understand the meaning of that simple line. It spoke a common tongue, respect, and traveled at the speed of recognition. If a pause at the racetrack can brighten millions of feeds, we might also find a spare minute to brighten somebody's day. That is not star worship. It is cultural literacy, applied with kindness. This program is news commentary and analysis based on publicly available information. Our aim is to inform and uplift, adhering to platform policies and fair dealing principles. We encourage viewers to engage with primary sources through official channels and to respect all artists and fellow fans. Thank you for spending time with StarWatch Now. If the story made you smile, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, and leave a comment telling us which detail resonated most with you, the line, the timing, or the feeling it sparked. Your thoughtful comments help us keep coverage respectful, insightful, and welcoming to fans around the world. We appreciate you. Stay kind, stay curious, and join us for the next episode.